If you're over 35 and you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, watch this video. I'm going to talk about reasons why I think now is one of the best times for you to start a channel as well as build a business. If you're under 35, if you're younger than that, watch this video. Don't watch it, but whatever you want to do, there will be nuggets in there that you can glean from that'll help you position yourself on YouTube as well. So don't just ignore it. There's nuggets here, there's things here for you to learn as well. But I wanted to talk specifically to those that are my age and older. I'm 36 years old. And, a lot of us are kind of sick of the rat race, or we're just wanting to build something on our own, build something that we can, generate income from, but also pour our passion into. So this video is for you if you're 35 or older. And even if you're younger, there's still stuff in here that you can learn from, you can glean some insights from. So stick around and listen to what we're going to talk about today. So first thing I wanted to go through is just explain how as a 35 plus year old person, so I know that's a big range, but as someone who is 35 and older, you have a lot of life experience. And you might be thinking that you're too old for YouTube, that you see a bunch of the younger generation coming up, and that's awesome that they're building YouTube channels as well. But you might think that you're too old and you're just not, someone that anybody wants to watch. Well, think again, because here on this slide, I'm showing two YouTubers, April Lynn and Brian Johnson. And if you can see on the slide right here, April Lynn has 76 1,000 subscribers, and Brian G. Johnson has 165,000 subscribers. I'm not exactly sure how long they've been on. I know Brian Johnson has been on for quite a while on YouTube, and April Lynn has really kind of kicked off. I think she's probably been on for a few years. I can't remember exactly, but I know over the last year in 2024, her channel started taking off, and she's had a lot of big videos that kind of gone viral. And obviously, they're both in the kind of YouTube growth niche, but they were just a couple of people that are vastly different ages that you can see have successful channels. So that right there, YouTube is not a young person's game. It's not just for young people. Your experience is a great asset and is a part of a huge advantage you have. So you've likely developed, real world skills or, deeper knowledge than maybe some of the other younger people who are still learning and going through some experiences. So there's just a different level of discipline, a different level of understanding of life. And that is a huge advantage for you going into your channel. Now, obviously it depends on the niche that you're in, but the most likely thing is that your knowledge and understanding of what you're passionate about and what you're doing has been building over, the last few decades, ever since you became an adult. And so it's something that you can build upon, even though you might not think that you have that experience. You might not even understand it or even see that you have that experience. It's there, and people will want to glean from that. So they trust experience. People trust experience. You can speak with authority in a niche, unlike someone who's maybe not experienced. You've actually lived it. So you need to be able to kind of harness that and understand that that is one of your biggest advantages. A lot of times younger creators focus on the entertainment or the viral content, and not necessarily, I'm not trying to pigeonhole everybody into that's younger, but that is the virality of TikTok and other platforms. That's typically what younger generations and younger people are trying to grab a hold of more than something that's going to build a long-term audience that will grow your business or help you to monetize and to make money off of your audience. Again, you're trying to build something that's worthwhile, not just seek views and not just a channel to get monetization by the AdSense. You want to build something that's long-term, worthwhile, something that you can be passionate about. So younger people typically chase the entertainment. That's not something that you will do. Your content will solve problems, actual problems, and your audience will stick with you long-term. So here's where things get even better. YouTube is not just about making videos. It's also about building businesses. And that's something that we want to talk about on this channel quite often because, again, we're trying to build something that can bring money into you and have, different ways of making money and building a business. So most creators don't even realize that how well of a business can function on YouTube as a channel. So that leads me to the second point, which is YouTube is a business tool, not just a content platform. Now, here's where older creators have a massive edge. And this is because it's not just about making videos, it's also about building a business. And your experience in the job that you have or whatever you've worked with in the past, or even just, the side projects you've been doing will help you build this business machine right away. Yeah, like I said, younger creators chase views, but we need to understand the value of a YouTube channel. And what that means is attracting clients. So this is a great platform for attracting the specific clients that you're looking for. YouTube is the second largest search engine behind Google. And I find that, like, even when I'm just randomly searching, I'm going to search on YouTube because I want to watch a video about it. I want to hear someone talk about it. I want to see them. I want to see the visuals that they're going to give and represent to help teach that topic or whatever it is. And I really just, it's a person to person thing. I mean, there's a lot of times you can go to AI now. You can go to ChatGPT or Gronk or, whatever, and type in your questions and ask the AI, and sure, it's going to give you kind of a straight answer, but it's not from a human. You're not hearing the perspective and the experience from a person, so it's not the same. So you're going to attract clients on YouTube. It's a big search engine. You're also going to be able to sell courses or coaching. So even if that's not the primary thing for your business, like if you have a product or a service that your business does, you still can sell the education side of that. That's part of what YouTube is you're teaching whatever your niche is, you're teaching in that most likely. And you can sell educational content like courses, or, just different products, digital products that help teach, but also coaching almost in every niche. I mean, it's a whole pool of people that are looking to get better and develop in whatever you are making your channel on. They want coaching. They want, some of these people have money. Some of these people are tired of where they're at and they want to execute and they want to do it quicker than just figuring out all on their own. So coaching is a big part of that. And then you establish yourself as an industry leader. So if you create a YouTube channel and you continue to be consistent and put out value on your channel, you'll establish yourself as an industry leader. All of this is with the caveat that you have to create a channel that is solving people's problems. I just want to say that real fast. It's not in my notes. You want to be able to add value. If you're just making a passion project on YouTube, and I have a couple channels like that, you're going to get views here and there, but you're not going to build something that can build a business off of, that can sustain you, can bring in money, can, grow you as a person. It's not going to happen. So you have to make sure that when you're, starting your channel or focusing your channel on what you want to do, it has to be about solving problems for people. It has to be about giving value to people. That is the first thing you do. That's the most important thing you do, more than, doing all the passion. There's an element, it has to be something you're passionate about. Otherwise it's going to burn out and you're not going to want to do it. So just being real, if you're in a place where you have a channel that's not growing and, it's stagnant and people aren't responding to, ask yourself that question. What is my value prop? What value am I giving to people? And are they asking this question? Am I solving a problem for them? If you're not, look around close to what you're doing and find something of value to give, or you might have to reevaluate your channel as a whole. That was just a side thing that I wanted to jump on, because all this doesn't matter if you're not providing value. People aren't going to watch. They're not going to tune into what you have to say. So, all right. So you don't have to get millions of views. You just need the right audience. And that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to beat that drum all the time in every video. It's all about getting the right audience, not a million views. There's so many channels out there, so many businesses out there that use YouTube and they grow their business without going viral. They just grow intentionally. So I want that to be your framing for what you're doing. All right. So that is probably one of the biggest meat of what we're going to talk about, but there's also a little bit about YouTube success and how that's not about the age, because the algorithm doesn't care about your age. It rewards consistency and your strategy. So that leads me to the third point, which is YouTube's success isn't about your age, it's about consistency and strategy. So think of the biggest YouTube creators that have built brands. There's some younger guys, Ali Abdal, Mr. Beast, even like these might be younger than you. They might be under 35. I can't remember how. I think both of them are in their late 20s or early 30s. But it's not about their age. It wasn't because they were young that they were able to grow their business and their channel. It was because they were super strategic and they were consistent. I mean, like Mr. Beast, if you just look at him in general, and if you don't know who he is, he's the biggest YouTube channel out there, has the most subscribers, and it's all entertainment value. But if you listen to the way he talks on podcasts and like what he did to get there, I don't know anybody more consistent than him. It's kind of crazy how consistent he is at just doing what he does to, again, he's searching for views in the algorithm. He's doing it so well that he's amassed such a following that he's able to build a business off of it and, make candy bars and, that kind of stuff and make money off of it. But that's because his audience is so big, but he's seeking the views and he's doing it so well that he doesn't need to provide the best value or solve a problem for someone or anything like that to build a business. He's just going for the big thing, which is an outlier. Not many people can do that. So it's not something that I would say you should look at doing unless you're just going to be as consistent as him. So again, those are a couple people that you can just see the consistency and the strategy, and that's why they've been able to build something. The algorithm cares about watch time, engagement, how long are people staying on your videos, and how engaged are they in the comments. They don't care. It doesn't care about fancy edits. It just wants a clear message. The algorithm you need to have in your video a clear message, good storytelling, and just persistence in getting the stuff out there, the videos out there that you're creating. Success is playing the long game. It's not a short game. It's a long game. No, you don't want to have burnout. You don't want to be chasing trends. You want to set yourself up to have success by playing that long game. Creators who stick with it win. Age isn't a barrier. Giving up too early is the barrier. So don't give up. Stick with it. Keep going. Be consistent in the long game. All right. And that brings me to my fourth point, which is your growth may be slower, but it's more sustainable. So slow growth equals sustainable success. Now that statement can't be blanket for everything because you can just have this slow growth that really doesn't build anything. So you have to be intentional. You have to be consistent. You can put a video out there and just that's all you do and you don't make any more videos and it slowly grows. That doesn't mean you're going to be successful. It is about the strategy behind it, but I wanted to make an emphasis on the growth might be slower than you expect, and it definitely might be slower than what you see from other people on YouTube, because when someone goes fast and grows fast, they love to kind of exploit that. Not in a bad way. I'm not saying it's bad to exploit that, but they're going to tell you, hey, I got, 5,000 subscribers in 2 weeks. Here's how. The reality of how is they just hit something huge in the algorithm, made great videos, and they were consistent enough that YouTube pushed them out, right? When people get that growth quickly, they're going to exploit that. They're going to build off of that. And that's okay. That's great. That's what you want to do. But just know that a slow growth doesn't mean you're not going to be successful. It is possible. A lot of younger creators grow fast because they're doing more entertainment or trendy topics. I don't know if you've seen it, but a lot of people across YouTube have been burning out, and a lot of them are fairly younger. And that's just because there's so much pressure on them to continue to hit virality, which is really, really hard to do. We really need to focus on the strategy and growing something over time through the long game. The slow growth approach means you build a real audience, again, not viral attention. And you can create evergreen content that keeps growing over time rather than relying on trends. So that's another big thing that I'm sure you've heard from other YouTubers and their channels. Evergreen content is just content that you can put up and it can continue to get views for years and years and years. And so when you're chasing trends, that is often not going to be what your videos are. So having a mindset of creating evergreen content is probably going to be more beneficial in building your audience and your business. And longevity beats speed. So it's better to build a channel that lasts than one that fades away in a year, even if it gets more views and subscribers. Even if you get monetized in 12 weeks, like I'm trying to do, if you burn out in a year and you don't have anything left to give and nothing's sustainable, what did it all matter? Because it all fell apart after a year. So longevity beats speed, and you want to focus on that. If you focus on sustainable growth, your audience will keep coming back, not just for entertainment, but for the value that you're providing. So that's key to do that. So I just want to say, if you've been hesitating to start your YouTube channel because maybe you think you're too old, maybe you're not understanding exactly how to start a YouTube channel or to make videos or what content to shoot or to talk about. You just kind of know a nugget of what you'd love and what your passion is. I just want to say, I hope this provides an edge for you to kind of put, or a push for you to kind of go over that edge and start creating content. And build your channel now, and don't wait, because you have value to give, you have experience to give, you've had life, you have stories, you have things that you can pass down to the younger generation, but also to your peers and to other people in the industry that you're in the niche that you're in. You have value there. Even if you don't see it, there's value there. So to summarize, you're not too old to start YouTube. If you're 35 or older, really any age, you're not too old or you're not too young. Start YouTube, start growing. Think about longevity. Think about playing the long game, using your experience to reinforce, your knowledge and understanding, and kind of that leveraging yourself as a top person in your industry. And and I think the best time to start was 10 years ago, but the second best time is today. We could have started 10 years ago. Great. We can all think about the past. We can think about, wow, we should have started, and I have the same thing for me. Like probably in 2015, I wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I would start I probably started like 5 or 6 small, like just a couple videos and then quit. And I did that for years until I created my channel, my other 2 channels, like in the last year and a half. And then just started, I just put videos on there every once in a while when I could. It still wasn't something that I wanted to, or I didn't put effort into building necessarily. But then I saw how growth happened, and I saw how you could get views, and just saw that broke down for me. And so now I'm saying, okay, I'm going to start this. I'm 36 years old. I'm going to start it. I'm going to be passionate about it. I'm going to talk about it, that my expertise is in video and, editing and web design and just marketing in general. And so I'm going to put this in a place where I can help people to help them and solve their problems and give value for them. So that's what I'm doing now. And if you want to be a part of this journey, I created a Facebook group, Authentic Creators community, over on Facebook. It's in the link is in the description as well as the pinned comment. I know some of you don't have Facebook. I maybe will eventually move that to a different platform, but I don't have money to pay for the paid community platforms. But I just want to have a space where we can have peer-to-peer conversations, talk a little bit deeper, maybe even give insight into some of your channels and your videos and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to be a part of that, hit that link down there, jump over there. And that's it for this video. And I will see you later this week in another one.